recorded live.
The devil doesn't give a fuck.
We don't give a fuck about a devil. O.R.S. bitch. You are now with Rastar.
Yeah. I don't like you devils. Y'all be doing that evil shit. I don't like these wines. Nope. Melanated is the only thing that I like.
I like it.
Filthy parasite. Out for your life and they murder every night. Fuck 'em. I don't like these wine. No, I don't, niggas. I do not serve these crackers, so I says what I like. Niggas know I'm right. Power to the people, why the fuck you do the white? Did you see Perky Fur? What the fuck did you think was gonna happen to that funky ass cracker? Get your ass out the street and put your hands down, nigga, protesting the same damn chapter. Once again, you ain't shit in the eyes of the monster, that low down, dirty ass cracker. But you forget about the shit in just a little bit, so back to serving your master. Gotta get that guap, nigga, gotta get that guap, boy. Pop. Another nigga just got shot, boy. Dirty cop, put some lead inside a little boy. Talking all that shit. Fuck these crackers, wear them hot boys. I don't like these wines. Nope. Melanated is the only thing that I like. Filthy parasite. Dirty devil. Out for your life and they murder every night. I don't like these wines. Nope. I do not serve these crackers, so I said what I like. Niggas know I'm right, niggas. Power to the people, but the fuck you do the white. Predatory, they crawl their ass about the cave. Anti-life, vaping devilish since they first was made. Cannibals and faggots, drinking blood like Kool-Aid. I ain't lying, these devils climbed up out the grave. Don't be falling for the shit that they put on TV just to create distraction, dog. A lot of shit that she is all stage and it ain't really nothing that's popping off. You be surprised at the lies, but I know one thing that I don't need to figure out. That's the fact that they hate a fucking government, and if they could, they would take us all out. But like a true vampire, they needed to survive because we got that melanin so glow. Hit up all our shit, put white in the mix, and you be like, where did all the niggas go? Everywhere they went, always want to run shit, ain't got respect for shit. Genocide, take a lot, eugenics all the time, these crackers do evil shit. I don't like these wines. No, I don't. Melanated is the only race that I like. I like it. Filthy parasite. Out for your life and they murder every night, bitch. I don't like these wines. No, I don't. I do not serve these crackers, so I says what I like. Niggas know I'm right. Power to the people, but the fuck you to the white. To these white. You might not like me saying it, but you know a nigga's right. Power to the people, but I fight you to the white. Fuck you.
Rastar Radio exclusive.
Red and black attack is in full effect, nigga. Compton squad up, nigga. O.R.S. in full effect. Representing for real. On some God shit. I'm trying to tell these niggas what's hotter than a hot nigga. What's hotter than a hot nigga? A God nigga.
Holla at me.
The comedic has returned, bitch. And you can't get hotter than this guy, yeah? Dreadlock niggas stepped about the snake, bitch. All up in the mix, putting on the fucking rig. Got the freak mama trying to send me dick pics. Agent bitches trying to set me up a dick pic. No hope, but I break her off like quick. Split it down the middle, you ain't getting out of bitch. Got up, there's a bit before the hallway. Rob something more harder than an earthquake. Since I mean the brownie, you just make me happy. Fuck clean, bitch, I'm eating marijuana cane. Hit the fucking block, what the fuck you supposed to got? I got shit to do, but I got top of supposed to got. Black mask, got the marijuana supposed to got. The herb that was supposed to make it see it out the got. Then I'm out to get some grub and pussy. The whole time handling business, boy, I ain't a rookie. I hit the studio, smelling like herb and pussy. Don't gotta steal like Bill when you got the pussy. Laying low, make a foot pop. You Illuminati burning up the fucking rock. When they see my work, I make the crack a hard drop. Just before I make that motherfucker hard stop. Body back the cart, sticking up the fucking block. CSI bitch, investigators, murder cop. Burps on the tree like, oh my god, they killed a job. They looking at the same ones that fulfill the mind. CCC, nigga, legendary in the status. ORS, we the baddest, who's the fine at it. Infiltrators, Operation Wonderland and Alice. Right up under your nose, Botanica Alice. Not quite Santeria. Weird shit, shout out to me, Brujeria. Ooh la la, I am a mi sexecita. Dumb with it, sliding up in that tortilla. Witch shot, sacred spot on Alameda. Oh, ritual ground in Long Beach by Carmelitas. We cursing crackers and we cursing crackers, Jesus. I been a god, nigga, since I was a fetus. This that hot shit, look at how the God get. This that hot shit, look at how the God get. This that hot shit, look at how the God get. This that hot shit, look at how the nigga get. I must admit this on some hot shit. I must admit I'm on some hot shit. I must admit this on some hot shit. But you can't get hotter than this God get. Bitch. CBT in full effect, nigga. Home of a whole lot of hot niggas.
Brother asked last night what made me do it. I think I was probably at a business game, and I was amazed by the number of us that stood up to their flag. We all know that that flag has never represented us or our freedom. So at this time, it's like the cracker would ask you to do. I'm going to ask you all to stand. Put your black power fist in the air.
This
And
right
if any
now.
of you want the lyrics to this song or want the song, I do have a CD back there, but if you want the song in particular, I will give it to you. Because as the brother said, this is something that we should have at our event to open up each event. Black Power event?
Black Power.
Oh, say, can you see precious old pressing me as they do for their life and plan by people divine whose broad and bright stars represent all the stars inflicted upon thy race, a great people this day. Now the time has come for the revolution, as we creep through the night and take hold of their lives. Oh, say does that red flag free African flag wave?
Black Power.
Down their land of the free, forever
Black Power. BB48, my whole top. Walking the feet on the ground radio. You know what it is. We got a nice lined up for you. So let's set it off right, and let's praise Nat Turner. Glory to Garvey. Long live the spirit of Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. Praise Harriet Tubman. Glory to Ida B. Wells. Long live the spirit of Sister Fannie Lou Hamer. Black Power. Let's get it in, family. Tonight we got a special tonight. We got our brother King Low. You know what I'm saying? Coming in on us. Straight out of Compton. Going to drop it off for us. Tonight going to be this going to be an episode of the Raw Files tonight. We got the Raw Files on Feet on the Ground. The F.O.G. refugees is out here. So we're going to check my line real quick, man. Let me see if I got my co-host in here real quick. Black Power, Sister Camille, that's you? Black Power, is that you, Sister Camille? All right.
No, New York man, it's Reggie.
Oh, all right, Brother Peter. Oh, okay, well, hold on, brother. I'll let you in once we get the questions going, but we're going to bring in our Brother King Low. Let me open up this line real quick. I noticed our brother out here real fast. Let me see. My old chap. Hey, what happened to the, hold on, man. What happened to the family? Just dropped off the line. Damn, his line dropped as soon as I open it up. As soon as I open the brother line up, it dropped. So we're gonna try to get him back in. Who we got out here in Texas? Got some Georgia family out here, Texas family, CT family. We got them all out here. We're gonna try to get the brother back in. I don't know what happened, but his line dropped. And he was just in, so y'all just give him a moment, and he'll be back in real swift. You know, but like I said, tonight we're going to do an episode of the Raw Files. You just heard 2 tracks by the Brother King Low. Just played 2 of his tracks. You can check him out, though. You can check King Low Workout. You know what I mean? He does some nice work on Rastar Multimedia. And that's on YouTube. That's RASTAR Multimedia. You know what I'm saying? Rastar Multimedia. You can check him out there. Those 2 tracks that I played, that was you know, one of them was off his new. Oh no, I didn't play the new mixtape joint. I ain't play that. I ain't played the Going Down joint. I played 2 older ones that he got. One was 2 different freestyles. One called No Type. The other one called God Nigga. Well, one of them is off the No Type, which is some song by them, some little race, Merman or some shit. I don't know. But I can't pronounce that shit right. But we got the brother, you know what I'm saying? Let me see if that's him right there real quick. No, it just dropped and came back. Black Power, King Low.
Yo, King Low, the Rastar in full effect.
All right, Black Power, Chief. What's going on, family?
Black Power, Ivory Time. You already know. I got dropped, earlier. You know what I mean? But, hey, you know how these technical difficulties, though. I'm just really honored and humbled as always. It's just my pleasure to be on Feet on the Ground. You already know.
Now, already, man, it's always a pleasure to have you come in, you know what I'm saying? We definitely got respect for the work that you put in. Always a favorite of the family, you know what I'm saying? We deal with the underground, you know what I'm saying? We
yes,
we in the streets, you know what I'm saying? So we deal with the in the street niggas, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
We definitely love for you coming in, man. I see the work that you've been putting out, a couple more different things. Seen that, see you got the mixtape hitting out. I want the people, the Snake Tannic verses. I'm gonna play one of the tracks, the one video that I've seen. I'm gonna let the people hear the track probably about halfway through the show. You know what I'm saying? A little hour and a half in, let them just hear the track. But
bless.
You're putting in a lot of work, man, and we definitely feel good to have you up here. And if you could just a little bit of background, and then we can get right into it, because just like the King Low takeover tonight, you know what I'm saying? So, whatever you want to talk about, we got some questions about different news and shit going on in the hood. There's a lot of shit going on out there in Cali, and then we can just get it in and have a nice little diatribe.
Word life. Well, I give thanks, I just give thanks, first of all, to the ancestors, the sweet spirits that surround us and that surround that Feet on the Ground. It's the spirit of Black Power, which is the spirit of the all-knowing, which is the spirit of divinity, and this is why we are on the level that we are. I basically have been a freedom fighter my whole life. You know what I mean? A lot of us, we had certain paths from birth, and we see that a lot of the things that have happened to us within our lives have led us to this point. So, I was a regular brother, you know what I mean, raised in Christianity, as so many of us are. Then I kind of, discovered the plight of our people.
And that made me start kind of thinking a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? I was always, down with Malcolm X. I had the honor to see Brother Khalid Muhammad, who just had a Earth Strong recently, just had a birthday recently. So we know he resting in power. I also would be remiss if I didn't mention the goddess Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, who did so much for us with them ISIS papers. But listen, growing up in Compton, I was always, and even to this day, I'm kind of like a lone wolf. You know what I mean? I do have brethren and whatnot, but that path of righteousness, man, is a it can be a lonely road, as we see so many of us, of our people, being brainwashed. But anyway, eventually I came up out of that Christianity, and then I went into the Hebrew stuff about us being the chosen people and all that, which is only half correct. Of course, I was looking at things through the white man's guise, and whenever you're in any of these religions, period, that's what you are doing. So a lot of people, you want to paint Jesus black and all of this, and, you still want to believe in Muhammad, and it's a lot of good brothers and sisters that's involved in that kind of stuff. Anyway, they're good in spirit, but indeed they're misled. But listen, I basically, make a long story short, Kemet is what really woke me up, and just the knowledge of truth, and just careful research. And the hardest thing that a lot of black people have is they just cannot break free from that Jesus. And even we talking about hood niggas and stuff, man, it's even really in the hood. A lot of people waiting shit till they get fucking older, and then they feel like, okay, now it's time for me to come to Jesus, because they still had that programming from way back. But anyway, I ended up forsaking my job. Long story, but I'm here speaking the truth as always. I'm a warrior monk. I'm one of the realest brothers out here that's really doing it. No fucking glitz, no glam. You don't gotta fucking pay me no fucking money. I'm not trying to floss. I live out in Cali, Beverly Hills, and all of that shit, nigga. That shit is not shit to me. All of the stars and stuff. It's not nothing. It's all about that divinity and climbing up under the bondage that so many of us are in. So check me out on YouTube. You can Google King Lo the Rastar. My YouTube page, Rastar Multimedia, is up. I got a Rastar Entertainment and Education Facebook page. I'm on Twitter. My mixtape, Snake Tannic Verses, is on DatPiff right now. Matter of fact, my whole catalog is on datpiff.com. So check that out. I don't fucking bother nobody. I say what the fuck I wanna say. I'm not a fucking fanboy. I'm not on Kendrick Lamar's nuts because I'm from Compton. Matter of fact, forget that fucking donkey. I'm not down with none of that bullshit with these motherfuckers that's working for our oppressors. Point blank.
I say black power to that. That's just a little overview of our brother King Lo the Rastar, man. I happened to bump into the brother page, his YouTube page, actually a couple years back. You know what I mean? And really, one of the things is that a lot of times you get sparked in different directions, and I was always I've been on my thing for a while right now, and so just to get hear the brother's information and the way that he was putting it down with no cut on it and giving it to the people exactly how they needed it, especially the hood dudes, because like you said, we still at a point where dudes be from the hood, but they still got the Messiah complex. Still at the end of the day, they still wearing Jesus pieces and motherfucking little rosaries and all type of shit like that, and get 35, 40 years old and all of a sudden, or go to jail for a little while. They come out, they a pastor now and shit like that. And it's really a detriment to the community, and as you said, it's brothers who are good out there, who have very good intentions, but at the end of the day, man, if you still in 2016 give praise and worship to the same deity that your enemy give praise and worship to, then it's really how conscious can you be?
Exactly. But again, you know, it's all about the spirit of the people, because another thing that we got to realize is, no shit, I was in that boat before. I mean, I could, if you would have talked to me, you know, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, it's like, you know, you couldn't tell me I was going to stop worshiping some Jesus. I mean, like, hey, real fucking, he was black though for me, but it was still tainted. You know.
Nah, I understand, because listen, man, I was in the coat my own self. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I was down with the NOI. I was in there,
yep.
Muhammad up, and, you know, Ali Baba'd out, you know, and really you're looking for a way out. This is the thing about our people, is that our people are looking for freedom. A lot of our people run to a lot of these religious venues and avenues because they're looking for freedom. You know what I mean? And so if they feel like they can get freedom out of there, we're going to go about it, and we're going to out-pope the Pope and out-Muhammad while we inside that venue in order for us looking for freedom, you know what I mean, where, you know, we're going to have to take that. It ain't going to be a magic pill, and the Savior ain't going to give it to you. You're going to have to save yourself for this shit.
Exactly. And the first freedom is within self anyway. Because at least if your mind is free, your mind is free, and it actually manifests certain work. See, we free, but our body's not free. So we got to get our body free. And when we see these motherfuckers, you know, because we all are affected by this system of fucking slavery that the NWO has in line right now. You know, they got our motherfucking loved ones, our friends, you know what I'm saying, our people in general. But see, the freedom of mind, you got to first want freedom. The problem is motherfuckers don't want freedom because we got bread and circus. We got motherfucking internet games. Remember, I'm looking at this shit now. The kids got games right on the phone. Like back in the day, you used to have to buy the little shit. And that was later on. Now the kids got 50 million games and shit on these phones. And a lot of these programs, a lot of these games are programmed, period. Just like, you know what I'm saying, I wrote a rhyme where it was talking about how they control your mind like when you playing SOCOM. They control our minds when they make you identify with the cop that's on TV. So when we see Ice Cube ride along, remember he was all about the death certificate and shit back in the day. They talking about killing the cops and shit. I'm nigga, you know what I'm saying? Fuck the police to the top of the underground. You know what I'm saying? Now this nigga riding along in a motherfucker.
Colin said it, Ice Cube done melted on me.
Exactly, and I'm glad he said it before he departed, you know what I'm saying, the physical realm.
Uh-huh. So we can have that.
Because that whole Straight Outta Compton shit was the Boulay show. The Dr. Dre and the O'Shea show.
All right, you know what? You know I want to hit that because I know you Straight Outta Compton, baby. So
that's right.
When we got a real Compton G on, we need to see
right.
how that Straight Outta Compton movie, how that impacted you. How did you feel about the show, as I call it?
Man, listen. That shit was garbage, and I knew it was going to be garbage. But see, let me tell you something. See, it was better than the Biggie movie. So, you know, niggas happy. A lot of times we take anything. I'll put it to you this way. How can some motherfucking crackers write the motherfucking star and does this fucking act? I mean, goddamn. And then they only ones that motherfucking got motherfucking nominated by motherfucking Oscar. Not that I give a fuck about our Oscar, or that we should give a fuck about our Oscar. But you know,
I understand where you're coming from. Hold on one second, King Low, because I got a couple co-hosts, and I want to make sure the Queen is in here, definitely. You know,
yes,
she got a question or two. Just give me 1 second, family. I see our brother Little out there, Black Power brother Little, our brother Grip out there. Hold on 1 second. No, let's see here, get the Queen in here. Black Power, the sister come in.
Black Power, BB4.
BB4, Queen, how are you tonight?
I'm Blacktastic. I want to say to the King that I respect your manhood. I want to thank you for being a real African warrior, for standing up when everybody else cowers to these charlatans. I love how you give it up. And I want to thank the ancestors that we got a real warrior out there. Bringing fire upon the cracker.
Yes, every time more fire, more fire, more fire. Compton, Squid Hydrant, ORS.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hold
Hell,
on.
got it.
I got one. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. I just want to make sure. It sounds like a little.
To you, King. I bow down to you. I tell you, I really respect your manhood. I love it. And you're a great representation for the young warriors coming up behind.
And I bow to you also, Goddess. And that's real.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But y'all just wanted to get the queen up in here. Let me see. Get my co-host up in here. Brother Cole, is that you out there? No, that's my brother Little right there. All right. I got that line open. As long as the queen up in here, Brother Griff, I'm gonna pull you in 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull you in. But go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Keep hitting. Hit us off with a little bit of that information on that, on how you feel about that straight out of Compton. And then if the queen got a question, we'll go to that, and we'll just keep moving, through a lot of this stuff. Because we ain't had you on in a little while, family. We're gonna have to make you more often. We're gonna have to bring you in as a guest more often because, like the queen said, you give a very important and sharp eye to things that's going on around here. And you got an eye that normally a lot of people don't see it from. So it's always good to have that new perspective in there, a different perspective, but still an African perspective.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I give thanks. Well, listen, again, it's my pleasure to be here. Now, when we talking again about this whole movement, we have to even go back further to the actual group NWA, period. And, this has already been discussed a few times about how the quote-unquote gangster rap music was used to shut down a whole lot of positivity in the 90s, But what that gangster rap did is it gave us a false sense of masculinity. You know what I'm saying? A hyper, really a misogynistic in many ways. I mean, you can't, as conscious people, it's some shit from NWA that I can get down with, but it's some shit that I can't get down with. But here's one of my biggest problems with that whole movie, besides these crackers that wrote it, in the two Boule individuals, namely Dr. Dre and O'Shea Jackson, Andre Young and O'Shea Jackson, who were really the people that really helped bring this whole thing to fruition. These are high-level Masons. Now, I mean, you cannot get to that level. When they start giving you money, this is what I tell people, you got to follow the money, okay? But listen, my thing is, Eazy-E was an individual with all of his faults that, of course, when he was young, he made some mistakes. Anytime you're going to align yourself with the cracker, they're going to promise you a lot of shit. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Eazy-E never went commercial. He wanted to keep shit raw. And if you listen to his transformation, and I'm telling people to do their research, because I'm definitely not trying to make this brother out to be an angel. But I'm going to tell you this. It's a reason why Eazy-E is not here, but these faggots like Dr. Dre and O'Shea Jackson are. Just like Eazy-E's family, his son and shit, you know what I'm saying, didn't have nothing to do with that. Know what I mean? Basically anything that had to do with Eazy-E, because at the end of the day, at the end of his life, he was telling you about these crackers. Know what I mean? You can go look at the shit is all on YouTube, telling you what they want to do. But see, when you take that oath, and see, we all thought that Ice Cube was so, I mean, because he got some shit. I could rock that Predator and shit. He has some good shit, like, goddamn. So we not saying that our people they not talented. We talented even when we singing bullshit. Sometimes you gotta motherfucking turn off the goddamn radio, like that fucking Fetty Wap song and shit. I was like, I liked that shit as far as how it fucking sounded. I'm like, some different kind of shit. This motherfucker got a little bit, but what are you doing? Talking about making the queen a trap queen? a trap queen. A trap queen. We talking about crack ride. We talking about putting your woman in danger. You understand what I'm saying? But they want to say that the brother is so romantic. But he got the blonde dreads that ain't even real. Why is all of the male rappers, your shit, Young Thug and all of these motherfuckers, Future, all these motherfuckers, they getting the blonde dreads? Why you got to get blonde dreads? For the same motherfucking reason that all of these black female artists got to have these blonde weaves and blonde wigs. Because we still worshiping white supremacy. But see, Eazy-E, know what I mean, he didn't want, after he made his motherfucking mistakes and shit, that whole money shit and all of that, he wasn't finna be down with all of that shit. And they said, look, man, you too fucking rebellious. We see that we can't really pollute you with no motherfucking money. We got to take your ass out. It's the same thing they did with Tupac. Except Tupac liked to taste some of that poison a little bit. You know? He like, you know, sometimes we get, especially as hood niggas, myself included, you can go into your lower nature. It's around you. You have to be able to go into your lower nature and shit. You can't go up to the motherfucking store and a nigga walk up to you and you just Mr. Goody motherfucking two shoes. You understand what I'm saying? You might have to, in these days and time, you might have to knock your own brother out. I hate to say. You understand what I'm saying? So this is that masculinity is what NWA brought. We like that. We like a motherfucker saying fuck the police. But then at the same time, the police is the smallest motherfucking part of the shit. You understand what I'm saying? They'll let you say fuck the police. There's been a million kind of songs since that kind of shit. Know what I mean? That was all a part of an agenda too. But it was a fucking whitewashing of NWA. They made Eazy-E to be like a little punk. You understand what I'm saying? But black people were just happy to receive a fucking movie. And it wasn't the highest quality. And this is, you can look at it. I looked at it. I mean, the acting wasn't that great. We can't lie to ourselves. If you put this straight out of Compton movie up to one of these motherfucking white movies about these white stars like the fucking Doors and shit, you know what I'm saying? Them kind of movies and shit, they put a whole lot more time, effort, and money in that type of shit. But of course, they're going and show us fucking up, you know what I'm saying, and being misogynistic and all of this kind of shit. Yeah, because that's what we supposed to be in the fucking first place. So, you know, that was one of the fucking many problems that I have with that. I don't want to keep talking about that.
You're talking about the quality of the movie, just the quality in general. And the thing, and the way that the story went, when you compare it to other stories about music stars and things like that, I understand what you mean by that. I think the hottest shit about the movie was the soundtrack. And that's because you know, basically I was a young kid when it came out, and it brings you nostalgia and shit. You know,
of course.
I think that was the best part. The best part in the movie to me is when they played the No Vaseline.
Classic diss track.
Yeah.
But see, again, though, that was a little bit before O'Shea. See, they give you a little bit of leeway in the beginning. You know, okay, you want to say fuck the devil, and I mean, that shit was just hard. You understand what I'm saying? So they give you a leeway, but it's what I tell people is you got to see the whole fucking thing through. You understand what I'm saying? Time is going to reveal all things. So what the fuck is Ice Cube doing now? You understand what I'm saying? And it's not to say that we don't. It's not that we don't want to see black people on screen. We do. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that all us conscious motherfuckers be watching some motherfucking black movie. But you got to be able to see the fucking bullshit that's in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But shit, I got Netflix and shit, and I'll be looking. I'm trying to see what the black motherfuckers doing. Of course, there'd be a lot of black people, a whole lot of black people trying to act white. Of course, it's going to have a lot of programming in it, but these are the things that we have to teach. And that's why I try to look, and I try to bring forth in front of people's eyes the things that they don't necessarily see. Because it's a lot of subliminal shit that goes on just beneath the surface of a lot of this shit. You know what I mean? And they're very important. You know, they got a movie, real quick, on Netflix called Crew. And it's about these friends or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And you know, they got when they were younger, they got in a car accident because they was driving drunk and all of this type of shit or whatever. But anyway, they a part of the crew and they grew up together, and that didn't tear them fully apart. And they had some scandalous shit in it too. But one of the friends, when they got older, had a white wife, and he was the African dude, I believe, too. Now he had a white wife, and he was having such a hard time getting her to conceive. And his African parent, his father especially, was not down with the interracial relationship, and he told his son, like, look, this woman can't even give you no seed. I don't even want you shouldn't even be with no white woman, let alone a white woman that can't even bear you no children. You understand what I'm saying? Now, of course, by the end of the movie, when everything was one of the things that happened was, the white lady got pregnant. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like these type of messages are embedded. You know what I'm saying? I talked about it in my last project, The Apocalypse Ain't Near, It's Here, on the Rastar Multimedia page, where whenever you're looking at cartoons, whenever you're looking at movies, whenever you're looking at black sitcoms, I mean, they always put a white person in there, and the white person is either funny, he might be a little goofy, but he's non-threatening.
Mm-hmm.
Or that person is he's a person that you may seek advice to. A black woman may have a white friend, like on The Game.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? There's either a white wife or a white husband. Like shit, like on the Jeffersons and shit. But they always put these white people in these non-threatening roles. They gotta be there somewhere.
Now you dead right on that. You dead right on that. What was that movie that Terrence Howard? No, it wasn't Terrence Howard. It was the sister.
Well, let's talk about that Terrence Howard movie with fucking Cookie and shit with Taraji P. Henson, who they get hard out here for a pimp. The white bitch in that movie.
Taraji P. Henson just played in the movie with the young boy with the green eyes who played in Barbershop, and he was all crazy. He was acting real crazy. What was that movie? What was that movie that we watched with Taraji? Was it Taraji P. Henson? Who played in that damn? Oh man,
Sanaa Lathan.
Sanaa Lathan, yeah, Sanaa Lathan, and the boy from Barbershop, and the brother was in it. Morris Chestnut, and in the movie though, it was one of these movies about what was the name of that movie? A Stranger or some shit like that? Some old bullshit ass movie. I don't be remembering the titles of all these crap movies.
I don't know the name.
They come out with a bunch of all the same thing. But the thing is that the girl, Sanaa Lathan was going through a difficult time with the boyfriend. And who did she have as her confidant was the cracker woman. And the cracker woman gave her the worst fucking advice you can give a motherfucker in a fucked up situation like this. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But it seemed like she was just the girlfriend. She was the one that always going wrong, and she could cry on her shoulder and listen to her dumbass advice. Well, I understand where you're coming from, bro. But go ahead, hit that hard out. Go hit that motherfucking hard out here on the pimp. That old boy.
Exactly. Just like Hustle and Flow. You know what I'm saying? Hard out here for a pimp. Just that ridiculous bullshit. But who was doing all of the footwork? He would have never got where he was if it wasn't for the white bitch.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? And they put her in a privileged part. Same thing with what's that Denzel Washington movie where he was fucking with the white prostitute and shit? What's that fucking that Spike Lee shit? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
where he was with Jesus and all of this shit. What that shit?
He got game. He
got game. You understand what I'm saying? So, first of all, we don't have enough fucking movies, period. You know what I'm saying? Without that bullshit. They got to have some kind of bullshit in it. These shows, they got to have some type of bullshit in it. And it has to show white people favorably in your mind because that is the farthest thing they want to show. They may show a little bit of little racism, but it's always, just like this motherfucker Bernie Sanders. What's this motherfucker? They showing you the civil rights shit. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at him. He was a young man. And, he was fucking standing up for black people. they just show this picture of when he was in the civil fucking rights movement. Who gives a fuck? You understand what I'm saying? But you got some people that's going to look at Bernie Sanders, and just because he was fucking marching, you understand what I'm saying? Which was another fucking NWO agenda way back. People don't understand. This NWO agenda didn't just start fucking 10 years ago.
But King Lo, before you keep going, fam, you said something, man. I got to go back to that goddamn hustle and flow, man, because I'm saying when you just said that to me, that just opened up a whole nother thought in my mind. Because when I watched that movie, I'm telling you, I looked at the movie and I didn't even see that shit. You feel me? I seen it, but didn't until you just now said it, because he even took her and put her in the driver's seat with him and was like, yo, you put your hands on the wheel, you driving this shit. You the one. Yep. Yo, that's, oh, man. And she went in there and was able to talk to the motherfucking black man all fucked up in the radio station and get him to put the song on. Exactly. And these are repetitive themes. Mm-hmm. These are repetitive themes that come, and it may be the person, just like, look, you think back to fucking the Jeffersons. Now remember, the Jeffersons came from all in the family and shit. Mm-hmm. Know what I mean? So George Jefferson was supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, he didn't really like white people. Yeah. Know what I mean? But Lenny Kravitz's mom, Helen, was with this motherfucking corny-ass, fat, stumpy, know what I mean, cracker that was just so goofy. And then not only that, but then they put Mr. Bentley in there. Oh, he's just silly white people. They show him in his drawers and shit. And, just a whole lot of fuckery and stuff that's going on to get you to accept. Because what happens is, as we continue to see things, they become normal. This is the reason why so many black people that used to be against homosexuality, now that shit is just on so much every day. They got this gay shit where these two motherfucking cracker dudes got this fucking talk show, and they got motherfuckers on there cooking and all of this shit. They got fucking Peter Panties, Ellen. You understand what I'm saying? I'll call her Peter Panties and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because she look like motherfucking Peter Pan and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Miss Peter Panties and shit. They got her over in that motherfucker. So then every day, I remember when Steve Harvey was against fucking homosexuality. Now him and Ellen is buddies. You know why? Because he took that motherfucking oath. So the more that we see it, you know what I'm saying? And then, of course, we don't want to just, we see our people in that fuckery. Sometimes we don't want to offend nobody. But goddamn, when is enough enough? Enough is enough. You understand what I'm saying? But they normalize it in our minds with these images. And then those images begin to change the spirit of people. Mm-hmm. You understand? Well, they can do what they want to do. Yeah, that's goddamn right. Everybody could always do what the fuck they want to do. But when you start forcing this shit and saying that, oh, you a motherfucking bigot if you believe that penises belong in vagina, you understand what I'm saying? If you think, even though life itself shows you, you can't be bumping vaginas and get no shit popping. They make you, you saying that about the television shows. They make black people, because the Jeffersons was spent in such a way that it made black people, if you watched it as a black person, and you watched it over and over and not really have an understanding of race context, you will start feeling bad for the white people, for how George is treating the white people. Because he treated them all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. The lowly doorman who was just trying to do the right thing and get a little, can I get a little tip? You can't get no tip. Boom! Ain't no motherfucking tip. But here's the dichotomy of that. Mm-hmm. Here's the dichotomy of that whole George Jefferson thing. It's just what I said earlier. He was supposed to be racist, but he started kicking it with Tom. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He had a bowling team and shit. He would claim, So this is the type of shit they like to double back. What was the building owner name? Mr. Wentworth or whatever the fuck his name was? Anytime, what the fuck? The head of the owner of the building though. Anytime that he thought he might come to his house, he cooled up. Mm-hmm. He cooled right on up, man. Man, you're making some excellent points, man. Definitely. Sister Camille, you want to add on? Ask the brother a question or something, because he got that insight, man. You ask him about anything, man. He just giving us that good old insight for us right now.
Well, King, you're speaking to my heart, because I believe that the battle starts with the mind, and until we conquer or undo the right psyche that is infecting us, we ain't going to get this popping the way we need to, and bring about that retribution that Marcus Garvey envisioned for us. And this is what I want to ask you about, because you seem to be the only person bold enough to speak frankly on this subject matter. I want to know, did you see the video of Umar Johnson cursing out those black people because they only got $250,000 in 6 months for them? And if you did, what was your opinion on that?
Well, I've spoken on Umar Johnson before. My thing is, what is he doing with the money that he already got? He's talking about how we so trifling and all of this shit. And what people don't understand is, for the most part, black people as a whole do not fucking have a lot of money. We don't have money. You understand what I'm saying? The main ones that have the money, and they can't even fucking use all of their money. These black celebrities, they can't use all of it. You know what I'm saying? Use their money for whatever they want. I took it as in the front, man. To just, I really don't trust none of these motherfuckers. A lot of them, I would say. I'm not going to say none of them. But, I had already broke it down on one of these raw files that the school that he was with, the property that he was trying to build that school on was a Boulay property. It was a Boulay property. And he was bigging up, if you look on his Umar Johnson, I believe if his page is still up, UmarJohnson.com, he's thanking Catholic priests and shit. Some father so-and-so and this and that. And I broke all of this shit down. A lot of the shit that I done already went over and shit, I done fucking forgot about this shit. Because there's so much, the bullshit is just to no end. My thing was also, as far as he's concerned, this whole Million Man March thing that they had recently. Him and the irritated genie is there. But we know that Farrakhan is now bigging up these faggots and all of this shit. So, it's these mixed messages. We know that the Nation of Islam has been infiltrated a long goddamn fucking time ago. Farrakhan now is pushing homosexuality. He was pushing Scientology. What the fuck are you doing aligning yourself with him if you are the real? So, Farrakhan is on getting interviewed by Alex Jones. Alex Jones, everybody knows that motherfucker is an agent. So, my thing is, where does it end? You're supposed to be so educated and all of this. And I remember, when he kind of got in trouble for getting his little pussy and all that. I don't got a problem with it. You understand what I'm saying? But my thing is, you trying to make yourself out to be something that you are fucking not. You understand what I'm saying? And you fucking with these beta sex kittens and all of this shit. You understand what I'm saying? You calling black people trifling. Cause these motherfuckers, especially him, they fucking have this air about them that I'm better than you. I'm educated. I went to fucking school and, I'm a suit and tie nigga. You understand what I'm saying? I'm this and that. And I'm saying you got to look at these type of things. Not necessarily one thing at a time, but you look at the whole totality of everything. This is why I came out and I was talking about all of these people that's going to be in this new Hidden Color shit with Tariq the Creep. If people can pay, I tell you, you follow the fucking money. Follow the money. Follow the money. If you can pay these teachers any amount of money, then what? How valuable is your message? You understand what I'm saying? So, come on. He's lucky he got a fucking dime, Umar Johnson is. You need to be fucking happy because black people don't fucking have no money. You understand what I'm saying? So for you People did send their money. What if somebody fucking sent you $10 motherfucking dollars? Mad because you ain't had no money and all of this shit. Because you making the school. Well, who's watching you make this school? Who are your fucking advisors? Get the fuck out of here. That's what I think about that bullshit right there.
Black Power.
Black Power.
I'm in total agreement, and I just long for the day when our people stop taking this abuse from charlatans that look like them. I don't understand how after he said all of that, I mean, he talked to them like they were whores. And I don't know how a pocketbook wasn't flying, or high heels, something.
Exactly. But again, this is this air of arrogance that a lot of these people have. They're not really fucking grassroots. They're not real grassroots people. I live my life. Look, I live very humbly. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a warrior monk. Money and shit does not enamor me. It doesn't excite me. You know, so when you see people like Polite in Beverly Hills taking pictures with the Kardashians, who gives a fuck? I could go to the fucking Kardashians' house. I don't give a fuck. I see these. I've lived out here on the West Coast. You understand what I'm saying? I'm in fucking Hollywood and all of this, all that bullshit. This shit does not excite me. Have I experienced some of the finer things? Yeah, and it still don't fucking excite me. You know why? Because everybody is still motherfucking slaves. That's fucking why. Even the motherfucking crackers, that's the regular motherfucking crackers. These motherfucking crackers is slaves too. They just at a higher point of fucking slavery than you are. You know. So I'm just real tired of the bullshit. And I don't have the reason why I can say whatever the fuck that I want to say is because I don't have a fucking pony in the fucking race. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be liked. I'm not trying to get money. Everything that I do, you can take it, you can copy it, you can give it away. I don't give a fuck if you sell it and make some money for yourself. I don't give a fuck. Because that's not why I'm doing this type of shit for. I'm not going to send motherfuckers to your shop for selling my shit. Fuck, I want the fucking truth to get to everybody. You understand what I'm saying? So you got these people, you got so many of these teachers and shit, you know what I'm saying? Then you got motherfuckers that's hogging information, like Sinetter. You got all kind of information. He got all kind of information and shit, you know what I'm saying? But he censors that and he puts out what he wants with all of this fucking drama and this fucking WW fucking E shit that's going on, you know? So we got to see the motherfuckers. Once you see a motherfucker fucking up, I don't want you to, in a certain way now. Everybody makes mistakes. But it's certain things that you just can't fucking get down with. And I can't get down with none of these motherfuckers that's fleecing the people. And the main thing they always want is money. Tariq Nasheed, he need money to do fucking Hidden Colors. He need all of this money. He's showing you that he's on location in Florida on this and that. If you look at the Apocalypse Ain't Near It's Here on the Rastar Multimedia channel, I exposed that motherfucking buffoon, kicking it with Michael Moore. Michael Moore is worth like $50 million or some shit. You understand what I'm saying? How did you get on the Conan O'Brien show? How did you get on fucking Channel 5 News talking about fucking Hidden Colors? Because that's your role that was given to you by your fucking paymasters to keep us enslaved. But we see a motherfucker because he in a suit. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, you know, the motherfucker his fade is hooked up. Nigga, what about the ragamuffin shit, nigga? We was wearing braids and shit. We got dreadlocks and shit. What's up with that kind of shit? Now, there's nothing wrong if you want to get your fade. I used to get a lot of fade, too, back in the day. But I'm telling you, when you put this whole pimp, this whole preacher/pimp, the preacher pimp, that's all the same shit. This whole motif, we're enamored by it. I don't give a fuck if you're a Muslim. You're enamored because Farrakhan can rhyme. He's a good rhymer. He's intelligent. You understand what I'm saying? He tells you he's not afraid. He just said that he was going to protect fucking Beyonce, the Nation of Islam. Oh, I'm going to preach. Oh, don't worry, the police don't got to protect Beyonce. Oh, the Nation of Islam is going to protect Beyonce. Get the fuck out of here, Farrakhan. These guys, and I hate to sound that way, but like I said, it don't make me no never mind. I don't get paid for saying this shit. I don't give a fuck how many views I get. That's not what I'm here for.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean? Can't nobody tell you, and nobody ever will, that they paid motherfucking King Lo to do shit, some bullshit.
I say, listen, King Lo, man, you mentioned that thing with Farrakhan and F.O.G. And one thing that I know is that the F.O.G. been protecting entertainers anyway. So he's saying that shit like that's it, some shit. They've been getting paid to protect entertainers. That's what they do. They are paid security group. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is a paid security force. And you can just look in some of those black entertainers' entourage, and you'll see men with both sides suits on.
And if they want to if they don't want to do shit to no Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? But if they do want to do something to Beyonce, you'll watch their mother, and the FOI is supposed to be protecting Beyonce, you'll watch them step away from the motherfucking shit like they did with fucking Kennedy's ass. When the cops and shit just stepped back, the Secret Service stepped back and just let them do. You know what I'm saying? Because the Nation of Islam, them niggas is living fat. Farrakhan is living fat.
Come on now. Speak on it.
You understand what I'm saying? I mean, this motherfucker's live in like palaces. Of course, not like white people of his level. You understand what I'm saying? But all of this bullshit. But, and they, and a lot of us, we want to be a part of something. We want to see, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I didn't have bean pies before. I mean, shit, I used to, like I said, I went to go see Khalid Muhammad. When the brothers and stuff see me, I don't diss them. You know what I mean? But we got to see, again, let's see how it all plays out. Now it's been time for him to come out. So now he done came out on some whole other shit, to where even people within Islam and stuff have begun separating themselves from Farrakhan.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the cult of personality what we need to get the fuck out of. We need to be the cult of personality. You need to fucking worship the goddess that's in your motherfucking house. You understand what I'm saying? You need to worship the God that's in your house. Give a fuck about no fucking Idris Elba. But see, they push this kind of shit for you. You understand? So you can look at, that's Terrence, that's Terrence Howard.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? They want you to look at. Then they got they got everybody. You want to be like Cookie. This is who they put out for you to be. Go on, girl. You want to be like Cookie. This how you know what I'm saying? This is what's being represented. So it's at all fronts. You know what I mean? But the most important shit is the shit that happens every day. The shit that they bombard you with. The shit that they do nationally. The stuff they televise nationally. Like that old toupee-wearing motherfucking Donald Trump. Who gives a fuck? But guess what? People like that he say little slick shit. He says what a lot of fucking white people see and what a lot of people wish that they could say. But guess what? He has a role. He has a role. So it don't fucking matter on who's fucking gonna be the fucking president. It don't fucking matter. Stay your ass at home. What the fuck you voting for? You better take care. You better make sure your shit is happening in your motherfucking house. Make sure you got some of that almond milk in your house or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Before you be worried about the motherfucking Donald Trump.
Very powerful. Listen, fellas, we got a couple lines open. So if y'all want to, family got a question or comment to Brother King Lo, man. You got something recent going on. I'm gonna hit you with this story too, brother. Gotta make sure I look for it. But I know what the basis of it was, so I can basically tell you about it. But I got a story I want you to comment on. But family, like I said, the lines is open. Brother Griff, what's going on out there? You got a question or comment for our Brother King Lo?
What's good, family? Black Cloud. I've Been checking your shit out for a while, King Lo. You pretty much been 100, man, from the jump. I was listening to your raw files. I was already listening to your shit on YouTube. Listening to your raw files is where you plugged Feet on the Ground in one of your joints. So that's when I tuned into them about a little over a year ago, about a year and a half ago. But yeah, I've been resonating with all your shit, man. Your shit be fucking cracking up too. But that's just because of the way you bring the information. You come so raw with it. Any real street type cat can feel the vibe. The street queen, they can feel the vibe because they know it's real. But you just expose this shit so plainly, you know what I mean? And I can relate to a lot of, you know what I mean, pretty much everything you're speaking on. So, they keep doing your shit.
Yeah, that's the spirit of Malcolm X right there. You know, Malcolm X, he always make it plain, baby. I mean, now I could get intricate with some shit too, but make it plain.
Doubt.
It's the plain things that create, like for instance, your house. Like in my house, man, I got black deities all throughout my house. You hear what I'm saying? I got unks and stuff. So, you know, I have an altar in my house. So guess what? Every day, my children, that's all that they're surrounded by. Now, I don't keep my children from playing the little video game. Matter of fact, I be on that shit sometimes. But mainly, of course, not like when I was young, but I want to see what the fuck is going on. You understand what I'm saying? But your very house, the pictures that you have, see, we process everything around us, even when we don't think about it. You understand what I'm saying? Even the things that are in your peripheral view and all of these things. You understand what I'm saying? So every day, just like every day when I was little, when I was at my grandmother's house, she had Jesus Christ crucified. Know what I mean? In the hallway. And I would look at that shit every day. You understand what I'm saying? And it created something. It created a program in me. So again, it's the plain things, the regular shit that you see every day, what you decide to think about. What are you thinking about? You know, are you constantly looking at black men get lynched? We know that that's a part of our history, but that was a very small part. It's certain shit, when I go online, I'm not finna see no bullshit. I don't want to see no lady drop no baby. If I look at a caption on something and it has some black people or any kind of people vibing low, what do I want to put that into my spirit for? You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to see it. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to see no fucking porn. I don't want to see no other man's dick. For fucking what? I get my own pussy. But it's the regular things, the things that we do every day. Know what I mean? That the plain things, the things that are so-called mundane, just like you have people every day they got to get up and they got to go to work. You know, it take them a while to get to work. Then they got to get to work. Then they got to work. Then they got to drive home. By the time they drive home, you know, you tired. You understand what I'm saying? Now, when you do this every fucking day of your life, this creates a program. This reinforces programming within you. Know what I mean? So it's the fucking plain thing, what you listen to when you drive in your car. This is why it's certain things, even when I put on, sometimes, you know, you put on a little Tupac, you might put a little Tupac on or whatever, but then it might be on one of them songs where it's like, you know, I can't listen to this song, Tupac. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's a little vibing a little too low. Know what I mean? So, like I said, it's that mundane that is so important. That's why they run news stories over and over and over and over again. Know what I mean? That's why they do these psyops. Now they got the fucking Zika virus, where they done infected little babies. They got the babies with the little funny looking heads now. That shit didn't. Oh, all of a sudden it's a Zika virus. All of the fucking sudden it's a Zika virus, and then now they're telling you that it's sexually transmitted. Now it can be transferred sexually. Bitch, please. They didn't put that into these women. This is the type of shit that they do. But we don't believe. We think we get some paperwork. We think we can declare ourselves a fucking citizen and shit. You understand what I'm saying? We think we can take our birthright like that through some paperwork. Let me fill out this paperwork. I'm the widow's son. Okay. They don't give a fuck about no goddamn, you a nigga is what the fuck you is, nigga. And that's why all of these fucking Moors and shit is going to fucking jail and all of this shit. You got people that ain't got no fucking business in jail, wouldn't even be in jail if you wouldn't have tried to file some paperwork and talk all of this shit. The white man don't give a fuck about the shit that you talking and that you know his laws. He changed that shit and manipulate that shit and then calls them loopholes. Oh, it was a loophole. The white man got all kind of shit for your ass. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't even fucking fall for it. Keep your ass out of jail. That's the one thing. You already in a certain jail anyway. Keep your ass out of motherfucking jail.
Yeah, ask you this. How your baby's doing, and particularly the last one you just had. No, that wasn't too long ago.
Man. Kicking my ass, boy. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Oh, they keep me on my toes. And I'm telling you that all of my children, because, you know, man, my daughter, I got a 10-year-old daughter. She thinks she's 15. You know what I'm saying? But, of course, you know what I'm saying, she's not popping her ass and doing all of these type of things. You know, I watch how she dresses. I let her know, you know what I'm saying, you know, because they got all the little girls and stuff wearing the little spandex, too. Know what I mean? Now, if you're a real little girl, you know, that's different. But, you know, our girls develop and stuff. Know what I mean? So, look, I'm looking at that kind of stuff, man. My 7-year-old, I mean, he's a brainiac. He likes to build things. Know what I mean? And and I'm talking about all kind of things. He'll take a box. Know what I mean? Anything that he can get his hands on, he's building things. So I give thanks for that type of mind. And then my youngest, you know, oh my gosh, he's 2. We finally got this guy. He's 2. He got potty trained. You know, he was a stubborn potty trainer. So I'm just a regular, you know, I'm regular just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking care of things at the home front first and foremost, because I've seen how people turn out when they don't have a mother and a father. Know what I mean? So we right there in the hut, baby. And they doing great. They need to be disciplined. I discipline them. You know, of course, the God is, you know what mommy going to do. Mommy going to always protect. You know what I'm saying? Mommy want to, even when they wrong, you know, mommy want to protect. So, you know, we have to, as men, beat it. You know, sometimes I got to be, nah, I'm not listening to you. I'm not allowed. He need to, I know, but he need this. You know, and then we go on and, you know, that's very important for us to be disciplinarians, you know. But my children are happy. They lovely. They always got smiles on their faces. I laugh all day, every day with my children. And that is the revolution right there. Because when you stop that, like when you stop, like I stopped all of that Jesus shit, baby. That shit is done and over. All that religion shit, that's over. With my seed, they not raised under that yoke. So they don't got to wait for 10 years. Now, they're going to 10, 15 years to try to figure some shit out. You know, my mother and family, they still believing in Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? But I didn't put a stop to that. So then the revolution is right now, in my house. So let the revolution be at your house. You understand what I'm saying? That's all that's what it's about. It's about family. Family is what create nations. This is why they pushing all of the faggotry and the feminism and the misogyny. They don't want that equal. They don't want you to know that both the God and the goddess are equally God with different functions. Ain't nobody better than nobody. You know? Ain't no parthenogenesis and all of this shit. Show me a woman that could have a baby without no male semen. You can't fucking do it. So what the fuck are we talking about here?
Well, Black Power, man, but you know, King Lodo, the cracker say anything can happen, man. And you saying that about, you know, you got to have a man and a woman. I just seen the story of hermaphrodite had twins.
Baby F.O.G. family.
Yeah, so crazy. BB4 brother Brian, hey, come on there, family.
What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it, King Low? Here you in there dropping them jewels.
Bless it. Now, you could create shit in the lab and all of this shit. Now, that person wasn't truly all the way hermaphroditic. That person had a seed. But they create all kind of fucking freaks of nature and shit now. They got clones and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? They been was doing all that shit. Know what I mean? So, and mutations do exist. I'm not dumb and stupid. You know, there are such things as mutations. You know, there may be, but we recognize certain things as being problems. Know what I mean? If a child comes out and they have a nub for an arm, we know that that's not natural.
Yeah.
Because everybody else born with 2 arms in this motherfucker.
Yeah. So
we ain't got to do shit but use the common sense. And this is what motherfuckers don't want to do because they don't want to offend nobody. You know what I mean? Or not even that they don't want to offend nobody. It's that they are brainwashed. They have been entrained. Programming. That's why television is called television programming.
I'll say that one. That's all. Brother Vahibu, you had a question for Brother King Lo?
I'm just, giving thanks and letting know, I appreciate the brother coming on. And, letting the brother know I appreciate, seeing him always shine bright and drop them jewels of wisdom. Just asking the brother how he doing, just checking on my brother.
Bless it. Hey, man, you sound like that brother from that group, Camp Low. You know what I mean? Hear that group, Low Why. Yeah, so you sound like, boy. That's what's up. As black people, man, we got brothers and, we got tribal members everywhere, all over the globe. Know what I mean?
Well,
that's what's up.
I'll say to that. Well, we got a couple other family members online. They got, your lines open. We're gonna open them up one by one, but some of the family members' lines already open. I got a question and comment for the brother King Lo. Come on in and ask that thing. See out there, Sister McKay, Brother Tim out there. But if not, I definitely I want you to comment on something that I just looked at, and I went back to go find the article, and the article is gone from everywhere that I looked for it at. But the article was on consciousness. You can't be conscious and a homophobe at the same time.
Exactly.
Everything floating around and pushing this hard right now. The bouncy thing with the fag lives, it's supposed to be fag lives matter movement thing at the Super Bowl with the mixed in with the gay shit out there in San Fran, all mixed in together. You know what I'm saying? Seemed to be the horn trumpet saying that, listen, man, the fags is here. They're controlling the goddamn movement now. So when you hear a statement like that, man, that you can't be conscious and a homophobe at the same time, how you take that?
Well, I take it like when I fucking walk down the street and somebody didn't clean up after they dog, and I see a piece of shit on the grass. It don't make no sense. It's shitty. So it's not even like who gives a fuck. They're gonna say anything. Know what I mean? They're gonna say anything. They want us to accept this bullshit. We know. We already fucking know. You cannot reproduce. That means you're not supposed to be here. If you can't reproduce yourself as a species or whatever, you are not supposed to fucking be here. My thing is go on the island. Do everything that you want to do. The thing is they want you to accept it. They want you. They want to force you to say, that it's okay. It's not fucking okay. It's not fucking okay. Period. So if that's the case, then why do I even entertain such fuckery? See, that's another thing too. They want you to entertain it. Well, look at it from this perspective. What if you felt like, you were really a girl, and you just were a child? It's like, come on now. Know what I mean? It's just it's ridiculous, and it's a part of the agenda, and they try to shame you. They do the most shameful shit, but they want to shame you. They want to shame you. You believe, you know what I'm saying, in the fucking millions of years or whatever, however millions of years, 1,000 years, whatever you may believe, however long we've been here, we see what brings life and what brings death. But they want to make you, be ashamed. And, you're afraid. You're a homophobe. You're afraid. What the fuck am I? I'm not afraid of no fucking faggot pumping his partner in that ass. I'm not afraid of that shit. I don't want to see it. I don't want nothing to fucking do with it. I was in the gym today working out. I don't even like motherfuckers. I don't see how motherfuckers be in there standing around naked. I remember I was fucking in college. He used to be this motherfucker football player and shit. Motherfucker, we getting dressed. Motherfucker, you naked. You want to have a conversation with me. Hey, bro, put on some clothes. You want to talk to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? But see, that's just how I get down. You understand what I'm saying? I just happen to get down the way that all of us got here in the fucking first place. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm down with. Ain't nobody that came on this earth through that faggot shit. Just like ain't nobody came on this earth without having no fucking man and no woman. Unless it was some fucking artificial cloning type bullshit. But that is a whole nother fucking matter. And I mean, these people, what they need is help. They need help. Because these homosexuals, and I'm talking about our people now. You understand what I'm saying? They scarred individuals. But if a motherfucker don't want to get help, and don't see, they used to be, that's why they was in the closet. You hide shit in a closet. You hide it. And people don't understand that whole R. Kelly shit about coming out of the closet and shit. That was a part of that whole agenda too, even though it wasn't necessarily always dealing with homosexuality. But remember, he had what? But the nigga had 50 million parts to that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of the closet. You understand what I'm saying? Had all this shit, you know what I'm saying? He getting made up and all this shit. But we don't understand what that shit is about. It's to program you for these people that's coming out of the closet. You understand what I'm saying? So we can accept it. And we don't have to. They need help. But if you don't want no help, okay, then get the fuck out of here. Go do your thing behind the fucking closed door. What the fuck you need a parade for? You running around all in the street and shit. You know what I'm saying? With your weenie hanging out and shit. Wearing, you know what I mean? Just copying white folk. That's all the fuck we do. Copying white folk and shit. What they've been doing. And now and then the cracker, and this how the fucking nasty and dirty the cracker is. Then the cracker come and tell you, oh, now it's more gay black people than there are white people. It's more gay black males. Get the fuck out of here. That's another thing you want to believe. We believe they statistics that they bring out. Lying ass statistics. Just like it ain't as many white people as you think. They been the fucking minority. And I'm talking about in the United States too. They want to tell you that like they not. No, these motherfuckers lying. They lying about their numbers. They don't want you to know that they tweedling out. That's why they got you practicing all of this faggotry. That's why they pumping Zika virus into women and shit. All of a sudden, these babies coming out with these heads and looking how they looking. All of a sudden, you see 10, 11, 12, 30, they all in the same hospital. Give me a goddamn break. Zika virus, my ass. It's going to be something else in a couple of months.
Black power.
Zika virus. Black power.
That's right, man. You know, definitely, man. They pushing a whole type of agenda. And you saying that about statistics, man. A black woman told me today that 80%, she said 80% of black men was gay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because
that's some bullshit.
And it was because I disagreed with the article. I read the article and read it all the way through. You know what I'm saying? They put in a whole bunch of statistics and all different type of history and all type of shit. It was put together well. So if you were somebody who thought that reading a lot of shit like that really meant something, you would think that was some good shit. And she made some excellent points. But it was all a bunch of bullshit. And once I mentioned that it wasn't worth nothing, Man, motherfucking, yo, man, black woman attacked me, told me I was gay, and that 80% of black men was gay.
Yeah, that's another tactic they use. They want to tell you gay because you don't believe in homosexuality. And I think you're gay. You're hiding these feelings. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo, that's some bullshit. Anytime somebody, how you can try to, I was like, yo, if faggotry good, right? If being a fag is good, how can you turn around and throw it at me like an offense? You try to offend me with it. Well, then you must be gay. Like, what the fuck? How you going? If it's good, how you know it's offensive then? If you try to use that shit to slander me, then you know it's some slanderous type shit. Something wrong with being a motherfucking fag.
Now, see,
listen,
brother
you know
has said something deep. I listened to one of his raw files, and he said something deep about how basically they need, and brother, help me here. I'm going to paraphrase what I got from you. That
no problem.
They need our essence, our spirituality, to bring their perversions to life, whether it's the homosexuality perversion of theirs that's innate to them, or the perversion of their religions. And I grew up, it was the fact that our people was anti the cracker beef sexual perversion called homosexuality. Now, I'm not saying there wasn't some black people. I'm quite for sure. But as a child, I didn't know who they was. Okay? They didn't parade that shit like they do today. And you're not lying about the effects of in living color. The effects of putting these images in the mind and twisting your natural state, your natural psyche. It's natural for me to be attracted to the black man. That's natural. That's how it's supposed to go. And vice versa, him attracted to me. You know, we come from the natural world. We have a connection. They do not. And so they want this perversion to be upon us. I mean, remember they used it during that Mayapha. It was to break us down to a savagery that was natural to them. They put the savagery on us, infected us.
Yeah. And it's just funny how it all comes back. And this is why it's so horrible as far as, Hollywood and all of this stuff is concerned, with this bullshit, is because they initiating these stars into that. You know what I mean? And it's just a matter of time now, It's just going to be a matter of time. You're going to get some major motherfuckers that's going to come out. It's already a lot of gay rappers and stuff. But it's just going to take a big, one of them, big name motherfuckers to come out. Now, remember, white people have been doing it. They've been openly gay. George Michael, Elton John, back in the day, Liberace. And that was in the times where white people were supposedly more conservative. But you had this motherfucking faggot. You understand what I'm saying? You had all these. It's okay. Channing Tatum. I talk about this Channing Tatum. They want the fucking sisters to look at this fucking faggot Marky Mark in the Funky Bunch motherfucker. Double XL and all of this shit. Channing Tatum. He's an open bisexual. But he got some black choreographers and shit. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, it's just filth. And just to piggyback on what you were saying about them having to use our energy, this is the same reason why people like Beyonce, people like Nicki Minaj, you'll see that all of the dancers that's around them, a lot of them are faggots. Jennifer Lopez and stuff, a lot of these dancers are faggots. Of course, we know that within that industry of dance, that there are a lot of faggots and shit. Again, why? Because a lot of the dance, even though it's been urbanized, a lot of that shit came from ballet and shit. The traditional dance, a lot of the Alvin Ailey stuff, it was cracker shit. You understand what I'm saying? So it was homosexual, that's just a part of what they do. You know what I mean? But they need our energy. So Nicki Minaj, it got to be faggots around Nicki Minaj. Before it was faggots dancing all around Beyonce, they was dancing around Janet Jackson. Now, if you look at Janet Jackson, back like when she did that song, "If I Was Your Girl, All the Things I Do to You." Now look at her hair, look at all. She looked like Beyonce. They have the same hair. You understand what I'm saying? You know, Beyonce a little bit thicker and all of this shit, a little taller and stuff. But when you look at, there's very little variation. Again, this is why these rappers now, they got the blonde dreadlocks. You even see it in MMA. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of these, you saw it with Cisco. You dyeing your hair blonde. You know what I'm saying? Melvin Gilliard, who just lost again in Bellator, blonde hair. Kevin Randleman, who just passed away, he's an MMA, one of the first black champions in the UFC. Back in the day, he had his blonde hair. You understand what I'm saying? A dude, this kickboxer dude, they used to call him Michael McDonald, the Black Sniper. Blonde hair. Why are these black people dyeing their hair? It is a form of white worship. It's a form of initiation. Fetty Wap didn't even grow no dreads. He went and bought some and dyed them. Come on, man. What's going on with this shit? Every woman, black woman you see on TV, all of these judges, they put these judge shows. They want you to think that fucking Judge Joe Brown and fucking Maybelline Ephraim, oh, they busting shots around here. It's the CPT, baby. You know, but, you know, again, it's this white worship that's going on, man, and they continue. It's the things that you don't recognize. So even when I see sisters, look, Erykah Badu. Her ass stay in the blonde wig and all of this shit. But you can't say shit about no Erykah Badu to some of these sisters, even though she show her ass all of the goddamn time, even though she was in that video with the flaming lips with her sister where they were ritualizing semen and blood all over and all of this shit. You think you thought that it was cool when she told you to you better call Tyrone. Matter of fact, she got a new mixtape or some shit where she talking about it's called the Call Tyrone or some shit mixtape or some shit. But they wanted to put her up like she was a goddess. And for a while, hey, shit, I like On and On. Still like the video. You understand what I'm saying? I like some of Erykah Badu. But now she's Erykah Badu. You know why? Because it just takes time. You got to see people. You can't just, you know, just like you ever met a motherfucker, you know, you kick it with him for a little while. Like I've seen people, it's like, hey, you know, it's something about this motherfucker I don't like. You understand what I'm saying? But it takes time for them to manifest that negativity. You understand what I'm saying? It just takes a little bit of time. So the people that you think was cool today, we thought Queen Latifah was the shit. Oh, ladies first, ladies first. Not me. Give me body. Don't make me wait. Okay. She had, you know what I'm saying, the crown on her head. She had all of this and that. Look at Queen Latifah now. She a dyke. She got money. She promoting dykery. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That's the main thing. Oh, because all of these things entail white supremacy. That's what it is. White supremacy is a lot of shit. White supremacy is homosexuality. People don't get that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you want to talk about the Confederate flag. What about the regular flag? So when I see Tariq Nasheed in the other hidden colors, all throughout that hidden color, the American flag waving and all of this American flag. Wait a minute, bro. What the fuck are you doing here? What are you trying to push? What are you pushing?
And if you go
Fuck
back
what you
and look,
saying.
the American flag, that's the flag that the Klan, that's the Klan flag.
Come on now.
Exactly.
They pretend like
Low
like
life.
the Confederate flag. That's the Klan flag. Is that American flag? You can Google the Klan and Million Man March, and you'll see them motherfuckers a million deep inside Washington D.C.
And that's like Coon Kanye. I see had the nerve to, I don't know if this is his clothing line. I don't know, but rocking the Confederate flag.
Mm-hmm.
Like, seriously?
And that guy's such an attention whore. He has so many fucking multiple personalities, though. That's why they get you. Oh, Kanye's just crazy. He's a mad genius. You know what I'm saying? This is the stuff they try. You know, one day he's exploding, and then the next day he's helping the paparazzi. He's breaking up a fight with the paparazzi. Oh, Kanye. He's a very tormented individual. Know what I mean? A lot of these people are. You wonder why Bernie Mac, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be dying and shit. You know, you just got your success. Know what I mean?
You got to be being a coon and a black trader on one of the highest levels, a house nigga. You got to be.
Exactly, and I'm gonna tell you now. When you look at people like, look at D.L. Hughley. Now D.L. Hughley used to be funny as hell. Know what I mean? But when he did that fucking show, he was just such a fucking goofball. But you don't really hear. You know, sometimes he's around once in a while, but you see he's pretty quiet. Know what I mean? Same thing with Eddie Griffin. He'll tell you, man, that whole Malcolm and Eddie shit, that shit was so much bullshit in that. I had to try to change so much shit. Know what I mean? So a lot of these people, at the end of the day, they get that limelight, and then after that, like, they really kind of don't want to deal with the shit. A lot of them feel so guilty about some of the shit that they do. Know what I mean? But they got to come on up out of that shit. Know what I mean? Whatever the masses, whatever they're promoting, we gotta put that shit under the fucking microscope ourselves. And it ain't nothing but the third eye. Know what I mean? But we don't use that. Know what I mean? That's why I say people, they don't have no type of discernment. Like, I really honestly look at people and I'm like, God damn, you cannot tell that Tariq Nasheed is a fag? And then not only that, I wanted to say this, because this is something that I didn't say about this motherfucker that I didn't find out till later. You know, Tariq Nasheed was supposedly beefing with fucking Tommy Sotomayor. Now, this is supposed to be this conscious dude now. He, Hidden Colors 4 finna come out now, y'all. You can see black people getting burned and all of this shit that we already know. Okay? But listen, now he calls Tommy Sotomayor crunchy. You know what I'm saying? He even got this little puppet that he calls Crunchy something or whatever. But he say that he's crunchy. And he's always, he got these T-shirts with this dark black puppet, and it's called Crunchy. Now tell me, is this the mark of a conscious man? You calling dark-skinned people crunchy? You understand what I'm saying? But this the fuckery. How come we can't see this shit? Denzel Sausageton. This is what he called. What kind of man gonna call himself after some other man's fucking penis? Get the fuck out of here. But we don't see the little basic shit. You understand what I'm saying? Well, that brother, he putting some shit together, and he always needs your money to fund some shit. But you live in large. You made all of these books. All these books about pimping and how to be a gold digger and all of the. You ain't took them off the market, bruh. You ain't took them off the market, bruh. But we don't read between the lines. Sure, it might be some good shit in it. It might be a little bit of information. But see, we gotta fucking move beyond. We gotta stop trying to look to somebody else. Them days is over. Malcolm X and all of those. Hey, Malcolm X, and even when Francis Crest and them was on fucking Donahue, Khalid Muhammad and shit. Once Khalid Muhammad set that shit off like that and shit, that shit was over with. They said we not finna be putting certain black people. We finna choose the black people that we put on motherfucking TV. And they was mad. They was mad when Malcolm X, when he broke from that Nation of Islam, motherfuckers was mad that they ever gave him a mic. Farrakhan tried to discredit, but came just short of calling Khalid Muhammad a fag. Farrakhan is a piece of shit.
Black power. And brother, I want to thank you for saying that, because it bothers me how anybody could look. If we can't take him out, how could you stand beside this murderous black trader? How could you do it? You know, I don't understand this in our people. You know, and you think about what Betty Shabazz had to feel like, seeing people embrace this motherfucker, knowing his role in the assassination of her husband. You know, it's a horrible thing. Even with the new Black Panther Party and Dr. Khalid Muhammad, Malik Shabazz, it's a disgrace. It's it's hard.
Exactly.
I say to that. Well, you know, we got a couple of callers on the line. We'll see if anybody got a question or comment for you, King Lo.
Bless.
We see the family out there. So Black Power, brother. Let me see. Well, everybody who line open, y'all know y'all line is open. So if any of y'all got a question or comment, please chime in now. If not, I'm gonna go to the family out here in Washington State.
Yeah. I wanted to chime in real quick on one of your raw files, King Lo. You was talking about how, first of all, this is what I like about how you keep it real. You was talking about how your younger sister was with a cracker, and you had let your daughter go over, you know, to stay with your mom, and they wanted to take your daughter on a trip with your sister and her fiance with this cracker. Take your daughter with them, and you told them like, nah, that's not happening. But then your child's mother conspired with your mom, and then your sister, and they rolled out and shit. Now I can relate because my peoples with it, my moms and them, they done shit like that. Not as far as no interracial shit, but shit that they know I wouldn't give my blessings to. They would do some sneaky little shit behind my back, but that shit is heavy. When you know your peoples would do some shit like that you so adamantly against. I wanted to see if you could, touch, the sickness in the minds of our peoples when they doing shit like that. And how, how you dealt with that shit.
Well, yeah, they ended up, they did conspire. And they did, take my daughter, across state lines without my permission. It's funny how black people, you can break the law and shit if it got to do, with going against somebody that's going against the fucking system and shit. Because really, technically, they didn't have no business doing that. You know what I mean? But, of course, I'm not a system nigga. Of course, I'm not finna go to the white man and then try to take somebody to court and tell the white man on them or whatever. But, yeah, I had a big falling out. With my mom about that. But, what we have to realize is, your family may love you, but, they've been taught to worship Jesus. So if Jesus tell them, you know what I'm saying, to do something, or, then they going to do it. You know what I mean? And that is why religion is so negative, because, a lot of these people, they're very disrespectful. Like, I just wouldn't do certain things just off a general purpose, just being a human being. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't take my daughter, and I was married for 7 years, I'll say, according to the ways of the white man, because me and my daughter's mom, we no longer together, and she's not conscious at all either. She wears blonde weaves and shit too. So, that's just to let you know, give you a little bit of a background, But, remember, we have to do what we can, you know what I'm saying? And that was an unfortunate situation. I talk to my mom and stuff now, but, the fact of the matter is people, as a conscious person, you're going to be oppressed in certain areas like that. There's a certain, I have to deal with my daughter on certain things because, again, her mother is not conscious. So there are certain things that I have to deal with. This is just the reality, and you're going to be in situations where your family is going to be against you and you want what's best. Conscious people true conscious people are the most respectful people. Just like I tell people, you may see me cussing and all it is online and stuff. And that is very important because, see, Black people have to learn to hate evil. You got to learn to stop giving this fucking cracker respect. That's why I do what I do. I use some of the colorful language and all of that. Because we have been programmed in such the opposite way. That's the last person you touch is a cracker. But we have fucking busted another brother's head. We'll shoot just like recently. You know, we had a baby get killed out here through some gang violence. You understand what I'm saying? They apparently just arrested who they say possibly did. Of course, you can't trust shit. They might have picked up any nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Just because it's high profile. But at the same time, we can disrespect one another. Now, I mean, the only time I disrespect people that have evil motives. I'm not going to disrespect a person if I know that they mean well. You understand what I'm saying? But you know, you got to have a certain spirit. But hey, a lot of us have to deal with that kind of stuff. You know, I'm the bad guy, but then they love you too because they see that spirit of Ma'at in you. So they can't never, you know, and then it can become even people start trying to siphon your energy off of you. You know what I mean? They'll think they doing the work of God by oppressing you. You know, I don't care what he says. You know, the Lord told me this. You know. And unfortunately, that's how my mom is. But we cool now, but, man, we didn't talk, man, for, you know, and it hurt her little heart. You know, I love my mama, you know, just like everybody. You know, I love her, you know, but, you know, it is what it is, man. You know, my mom was working for the Obama campaign. You know what I'm saying? Now now that he done came out with all of this faggot shit, and I told her, you know, when the stuff come to fruition that you said in the past, now she don't want to say shit. You know. But they can't do nothing positive for us, you know.
Did your sister see through that bullshit with the little cracker she fucking with, or she still hypnotized and shit?
No, she married that motherfucker, man. I mean, but my sister, man, have always wanted to be white, man. Even in Compton. These are the type of the things that go on, man. My sister is from Compton, bro. We from the hood, bro. Know what I mean? But I noticed, man, coming up, she used to love I Love Lucy and all this shit. And and we all didn't watch white shows and shit. Don't get me wrong. But I noticed that she became a teenager. Like, I go in her room, I'm like, what's all these white people? You got all Leonardo DiCaprio, all of these fucking teeny boppers from these white shows and all of this shit. And I had a problem with that shit. But, you know, Mom's wasn't really backing me on that shit like that. And then what happened? She goes, you know what I'm saying? She goes start hanging out with fucking white people and having white friends and shit and all of this shit. And then she get the corniest motherfucker in the universe. I'm talking about this motherfucking white dude is the fucking whitest motherfucker in the fucking universe. Corny than a motherfucker. And this is who you know what I mean? I'm going to tell you, my mom got real mad at me when I said this. Because this is an observation that I've noticed. I've noticed that a lot of interracial babies, white, and I'm talking about mixed with white and black, man, they have a high rate of like retardation. They be kind of weird. Have you noticed that? Not all of them. You know what I mean? But I think the majority, especially when the white woman got the baby in them. You understand what I'm saying? I've just noticed my observation. You know what I mean? And I told my mom that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my mom. Oh, I rebuke that. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I told her, I said, you know, I'm not wishing nothing bad on if they do, you know, but let's just say I hope not. I really hope she don't. I mean, that's not a really good thing that you want to say about your sister, but the children, I mean, they ain't gonna be on the team. You know, I told my mom I'm team black man. You understand what I'm saying?
No doubt, black
I mean,
power.
You know, it is what it is, though, man. That's a battle, and you can't win all of them. Some people that you might have some children. Everybody got a path that they choose. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can choose their path now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these biggest Uncle Toms that you ever seen and shit, man, they was in the hood at one point. Know what I mean? They were just like you at one point.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't like me, but they was in the hood, though.
We're going to open down. Hey, let me see here. We're going to go down here to Washington. They've been on for a little while. Washington. Right Power, welcome to Feet on the Ground. Question or comment for our brother King Low, the Rastar.
No, I'm just listening, man.
All right, no doubt, Chief.
Thank you.
All right. Let me see. Another New York. Question or comment for our brother King Low, the Rastar.
Oh, what's good? What's good, King? This is Alabama from the Bronx, man. Glad to hear you back on.
From the boogie down.
Yeah, man. Shit, it's just cold out here, man. It's New York, wild ass weather. But I just woke up, man. Was at work today and I went to sleep kind of early. I just woke up and caught your show. I didn't really know what was going on, but I'm just glad to hear you back on Talk Show Live.
Bless.
Yo, man, that whole, I think last time you talked, I think it was on Facebook about the whole Compton thing, you know, like you being from Compton and seeing how they did that movie straight out of Compton and how it was like really it was a whitewash. It was the same thing like how they did the James Brown movie, you know, you know how they do when they show.
Yeah, some bullshit.
They only show how they made money off the nigga. You know, it's never about how the people felt about, you know, the actual artists, you know, like the James Brown movie. I watched it a couple of times, but you know that's that cat. I think he's playing Tahuti in that new Gods of Egypt movie. He's the only black dude in the movie. That's the
okay.
A lot of people didn't see that, but there's a thing about our music and how they repackage it to us when it's time for them to get paid off it once again. Because, you know, that new Miles Davis joint is about to come out, too. And I just can't wait to see how they got Don Cheadle to play Miles Davis without playing Miles Davis. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they'll get you to, like, they're gonna have a Michael Jackson movie, but it ain't going to be about Michael Jackson. You know, they'll make a movie about Malcolm X, but it ain't going to be a movie about Malcolm X. Not the Malcolm X that the people know. They'll give you the Malcolm X that somebody like Ozzie Davis or Farrakhan them knew because those are public, you know what I'm saying, icons or public ideas that we got stuck in our head that they like these people mean something. But it's, you know, I'm just like, I really watch TV now. You know, I'm like selective viewing. I watch what I want to watch when I want to watch it. You know what I'm saying? However long I want to watch it. And, you know, it's like I'm seeing now that even though we have our own, you know, studios to do our own thing now, we still bringing in these, you know, these counterparts to kind of like validate, you know, us having something like, you know, there's a big thing about a debate going on in New York about a Jewish dude debating a brother. And everybody's up in flames about the white cat coming into the community to debate the black man. But this is like what people have been asking for, you know what I'm saying? These debates started, like, why we debate our own people? Why we can't debate somebody white or somebody with some other kind of, you know what I'm saying, scholastic appearance or some shit. And then when we get it, it's like, oh, why y'all bringing the white man in here? You know what I'm saying? So I rarely, like, you know what I'm saying, go to these type of things and get involved in them. But it's just so much shit out here, man. Like, it's so many distractions to get people caught up. You know, and like I was just watching this thing about the Flint water, man. All them people sending water out to Flint, them people getting paid to send that water out there. Hey, listen, send us a few 100 gallons, and we'll put your name down this list, and you know you'll look like one of the good guys this year. Just do something for Flint, and then was do something for Katrina, and you know do something for Alabama. It's always do something, not you know we can go travel to Dubai and California and shit like this and take pictures with motherfuckers we don't know or help and then leave our home in fucking turmoil, bro. Like this fucking Western Hemisphere shit is just so backwards and off trodden that I don't know. We may have to take a whooping in the ass just to get back on track. Some people don't move until they see fire under their ass. You can have an inanimate body. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker be lame all day, but if a girl blink at him in a nightclub, he's running his ass over there. You know what I'm saying? If the money ain't coming, nobody leaves the house. Like that's the only reason. There's only two reasons why motherfuckers leave the house in the morning or at night. That's either get money or give somebody some money. And that's what we done all boil down to. Like, nobody goes out to plant. Nobody goes out to reap. Nobody goes out to, create and give away. You know what I'm saying? There's always, I'm making this. I notice you be giving your shit away for free. And your music is hot. And your commentaries is hot. But how many people want hot shit for free? You know what I'm saying? They want to feel like they
You know what? They not even, listen, most people are not even fucking buying music now. No, I mean they don't even put just like these movies that they put out. Of all of the movies that they be putting out and shit, these whiteys don't be making money out of all of these movies. I mean they don't be getting money off of these movies. These movies and shit that they pushing, just like the music, they not making a whole lot of money now off this music. They pushing these agendas because everybody downloading shit, everybody pirating shit. I mean they want you to see. So they know the niggas is gonna fucking go to the DVD man and get Straight Outta Compton. They know everybody's not gonna go to the theater. They want you to see this shit. But go on, I didn't mean to put you with.
No, it was all good. But that whole I watched Deadpool, that shit was whack as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But then they said the shit made $120 million. I was just saying, like, we quick to run to go find out what's happening in Star Wars. I mean, niggas was practically sucking George Lucas' dick for him to make 7, 8, and 9 and put a nigga in it. Then we get a black guy in it. He's fucking knocked out unconscious as soon as the bitch get the sword and get it to working. He hold this sword the whole fucking time throughout the movie. As soon as the Force Awakens, the nigga gets knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm at that point now, King Lo, to where I'm gonna watch a movie. But I'm only going to watch a movie till it makes me want to make my own. I'm gonna let my children. While I'm having children, I'm gonna let the children play with the toys until I'm at that point, till I'm ready to make my own. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna rock their jewelry. I'm not. I barely rock their clothes because I wear construction gear all day. So I wear the Timbs and work in them. I'm not wearing them for a fashion statement at this point. I'm just saying, man. It's like we try to do the best that we can with what we got. And then, we got, and watch how you use conscious community now, because there's a certain brother out there who got it, like, I don't know if it's incorporated or trade, but anyway, I saw, like, he was showing, like, paperwork about, like, people who use certain terms, you got to watch how you use them because they can be trademarked. And that's pretty much, where the world is going now. Everybody about to start owning themselves. You know what I'm saying? Basically, getting
if that ain't some white people shit. Hey, if that ain't some white people shit, if I ain't never fucking heard of it, goddamn, a nigga can't say conscious no more because they want to fucking trademark that shit. That's just like a motherfucker make money off of your shit, like he owns your catalog. Motherfucker ain't got an inch of fucking talent, these whiteys. But they own all your masters and shit,
Yeah, that's what I feel like contracts really do, because the whole thing between the Native American couldn't read no fucking English, let alone write the shit. So X in his hand, or signed by the X, nigga. Like, don't even worry about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? X marks the spot, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we got crossed out at. And now it's the same thing. Like, we're fighting over, come on, man, they actually, you can get sued for calling your company BMW.
Yeah.
You can get sued. I can get sued for saying I'm King Lo. You know what I'm saying? And it don't even have to be you. There could be somebody out there right now with the name King Lo, copy mark, trademark. As soon as you come out and make $1 million, well, I'm sorry, but this is intellectual property, Lord Kim, and I own this. And if you're going to work under this name, then you have to work for me. And then we buckle up under the pressure of that shit. And I make art. You know what I'm saying? I'm an artist. I create. I like to make shit out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Take a piece of copper wire and wrap that shit around a nigga neck or whatever. I'm not the type to go out and look for somebody to give me something. But if my hand out, best believe I got a hammer in one and a nail in the other. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to build. I'm not ready to fucking talk pyramid shit if ain't nobody got one ready to build. Because the whole structure is sound. It's the people that need to motherfucking learn how to do it again. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's true, but I think that, you know, one of the things that we got to get rid of, we're too humane when it comes to this cracker because, you know, you gave a great example of cracker trademarking your name or something and it's worth $1 million or whatever, then, you know, you got to go and be beholden. Well, do you really? The cracker has taken everything. They have not asked anybody for a goddamn thing. They have not negotiated for a goddamn thing. They have taken. And I just would love for us to get that in our psyche.
Well, everything that they do is illegitimate. The rule, the whole thing, the whole premise of America, every fucking thing they do. The white man's rule is illegitimate. It's not no real rule. And the main thing we have to do is separate ourselves. When we separate ourselves mentally and start doing our shit, whatever it fucking may be. Now, whatever gifts that you have as an individual, we have things that we have to do, regular responsibilities, and then we also have a couple of gifts that we have that we're supposed to use to propagate ma'at. Truth, justice, righteousness, balance, reciprocity, or whatever you want to call it. We could just call it righteousness.
Ma'at requires retribution. Ma'at requires... Yes. Okay, see, reciprocity requires that what was taken from you, you take back.
Yes. Yep.
And I just need for us to get that in our psyche.
Exactly.
You know, I just saw something. We was talking about balance. Like, how many colors are on the light in the color spectrum? How many colors in the color spectrum? And if we can name them, just, you know, I'll just be quick with it. There's seven. There's seven that we acknowledge. You know, there's red, yellow, blue. All right, then green, orange, purple, brown. You know what I'm saying? But if you really think about it, there's two other colors that we always leave out, and that's black and white. Now, a lot of people may, you know, disagree and say that, oh, well, black and white are not colors. They're, you know, they're the absence of color. Well, the absence of color is clear. Let's be clear. There are no clear blue skies because the first color that comes into the light spectrum is blue. Blue is the fastest color in the light spectrum because it deals with communication. Now, if we have black and white if we add black and white as colors, then that gives a 9-color spectrum. Now, black is on one end, white is on the other, and everything in between is just a volley. So when you look at the Freemasonic, the checkerboard, I mean, we already know about the checkerboards and stuff like that. There is an actual balance in black and white, and it's because of the back and forth we don't really see that balance because we, the people, get caught up in what happens between black and white. You know, you have Asian people, then you have Mexican, you know, you have all of the indigenous people, whatever their name may be, they all still look the same for the last, 1,000 years. So there is a volley, like a back and forth, a hidden back and forth between blacks and whites. You got black people who don't like white people, who can't stand the fuck out of white people, and you got white people who feel the same way. I feel like there has to be a balance in that. In order for it to keep going, because just as much as I'm not saying that we don't need to be reciprocated for what has happened, but a lot of that reciprocation has to come from a knowledge that we have to obtain in ourselves, an actual self-worth and value. Our whole value system has been corrupted, and not just the black man, but the human man, the human species in general. Like, the human body has been compromised well beyond recognition.
Who is this speaking?
Oh, my name is Creole.
Okay, you know, you're doing the Farrakhan thing. No disrespect, but you're Farrakhan. You're speaking with forked tongue. What I mean by that, you're saying one thing on the one hand and the other thing on the other hand simultaneously. Well, not simultaneously, but within the statement you've made thus far.
Like, could you explain? Like, go back and just tell me what I said.
Well, when you brought about the balance of there having to be a balance between black and white, using the colors black and white, and not being mentioned when you're taught about the spectrum, which technically is not true, because what you see out of colors come out of blackness. All right, that is the prism. All right. So you said that, and then at the same time you saying that you're not saying that there shouldn't be a retribution against them. So right there, that is a contradiction.
I don't think it's a contradiction.
Well, I do. That's why I'm speaking on it, because it is.
Well, the thing is, here's the main thing though. It's not the fucking fact that white people are fucking white per se that we have a fucking problem. It's about their fucking who the fuck they are and what they do. You understand what I'm saying? And that as a collective, what they do. You know what I'm saying? And just about fucking everything about them. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not really about fucking hate. It's really about knowledge, bro. It's like you know what I'm saying? It's about knowing exactly what they do, what they're involved in. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day when Muhammad Ali was coherent, I remember when he was talking about, what about these, white people? People tell me all the time about these white people, and that there are some good white people. And he was like, he said, if there was a bunch of snakes, and out of 1,000 snakes or something like that, he said something about an animal. But out of these, 10,000 snakes or whatever, maybe one, you know what I'm saying, maybe 10 of them wasn't poisonous, and they wasn't going to try to, you know what I'm saying, bite you. Now, should I just fucking open the door and allow all of the snakes to come in?
Hell no.
Because there are a few that may not, because there are a few that won't bite me? No, I'm going to close the door. I'm not letting none of them motherfuckers in. You understand what I'm saying? So, black people, see, we wouldn't have never been hating no white people, period, had they not done what they do and continue to do. Now, I recognize there's some quote-unquote white people that are, if you can say harmless. Just the fact that they just around. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're not supposed to be around is what I'm saying. They would have, if it wasn't for their treachery, they wouldn't even be on this earth right now. They would have been through natural regeneration. They'd be done. This is why they're trying to get you to stop procreating. This is why they're putting the Zika virus in people right now. You know what I mean? This is why they're promoting homosexuality, because they don't want you to procreate. You know what I mean? So it's not that I don't know. It's not that when I go out, like for instance, we fucking interact with white people some fucking time. You understand what I'm saying? Now I don't go to the motherfucking store and tell the cracker you a fucking devil or whoop-de-whoop. But put my groceries in the bag. You understand what I'm saying? But I still recognize that I'm in this motherfucking store that is run by motherfucking white supremacy, and that you have a certain social status here, because at the end of the day, none of them want to go back to them caves and shit. They don't want to go back to Europe. They want to control the whole fucking world. So it's about common sense when we dealing with these devils and stuff. And this is why, okay, the dude that my sister have married, I could fucking kick his ass easy. He would be considered what most people would say, he's a harmless white man. He's not going to kill any black people. But we don't understand. But the damage is done. He with my sister.
Yeah, he whipping the family's ass every time he's laying down with her.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm from Alabama, bro, and that's all they do. That's all they do is mix and mingle. You know what I'm saying? And You know, I got family that's, you know, mixed and biracial and shit like that. And, you know, I just look at the nature of a person. You know what I'm saying? The same way, like you said, the snake. You know that if you freeze a snake and he thaw out, he going to bite whatever warm next to him. So that's just the nature of a snake. And he come in all different shapes and lengths and, you know what I'm saying, pedigrees and shit. It's the same way with, you know, it's everything is like that, man. And I'm not saying you're going to have to, listen, in order for you to acknowledge that there's a hate for something, you have to have a love for something on the other end. So I know some people who love to hate white people. And I know some people who hate that they love black people. They hate that they love what black people do, but they are opposite. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you watch the Kendrick Lamar performance in the Grammys, they showed none of the white people looking distasteful. But all you hear is screams and cheers in the back. So who is it really coming from? You know what I'm saying? We don't even support.
It's abnormal for any African to love a white person. It's abnormal. We have to come to terms that we have an abnormal psyche.
Yeah.
Okay? It's abnormal.
Mhm. No, you're definitely correct on that.
Chancellor Williams has shown and proved. History shows that they are a bitter enemy. Thousands of years of history shown this. What more do you need to see?
You're going to have to be the fly on the wall in that question. You're going to have to really be the fly.
Put your back in chains for you to see?
And really, that's what's coming. The fact of the matter is, people are already, we in the worst change that we've been. Look, at least I put it to you this way. At least when we was back when we were that short period of time of our brilliant history, okay, that little blip on the radar known as slavery, at least we knew. We looked at the white man when he was kissing his buddy all in the mouth and shit, and we looked at that shit in disgust. But now, we doing this shit ourselves. So that's the worst change. That's the one of the worst change. Just growing up in this whole environment, having to look. Do you know it's injurious to your spirit just to have your children? Like, you know, my children, they see shit on TV. They see the Avengers and they say all of these. You know, they got all of these white superheroes and stuff. Do you know how injurious that can be to a child's psyche? You understand what I'm saying? Just seeing that type of shit every day. Everybody's Spider-Man white. You understand? Iron Man is white. Then they got Thor, who ain't nothing but Shango. And then, of course, they didn't even want to run the Black Panther cartoon, which was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? If you can get that, it was okay. You know, at least he kicked Captain America's ass. But they didn't even want to run that in America. It was supposed to run on BET. The boule out here was like, oh, white people was like, that's a little too tough for BET.
They ran it, but they ran like 1, 2 in the morning because I caught it. They ran it like 1, 2 in the morning when they did it about 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay.
I remember that. BET ran it, but they ran, like I said, like 3 o'clock in the morning because it wasn't running nothing like that. And this was right before BET just went all the way out. You know what I'm saying? When they just like shut it all the way down. I think that Black Panther was one of the last little remnants that they said. Oh, it was the Black Dynamite. That's when all that was running at the same time. The cartoon on Comedy Central or Cartoon Network or whatever.
Yeah, and that Black Dynamite shit was so horrible. You know, he even had his little Tommy Davidson was playing his, Black Dynamite's bitch and shit.
Yeah,
what's his name? Cream Corn and shit.
Yeah, Cream
Corn. Nigga named Cream Corn. You know what I'm saying? And what people don't know too is that shit start coming in with the Boondocks. Even though the Boondocks, okay, you know what I'm saying? It's got certain little social commentary and shit. But there was a lot of bullshit with the fucking Boondocks. And then especially the last season, which they didn't even want Aaron McGruder to be a part of, But they put all of these people in these places. This is why they like Kendrick Lamar. He's there so you can he's not really doing nothing new. He's not doing anything new. I mean, talking about going up and, I'm in a prison uniform and you overstand and I'm this and I'm trying to be so poetic and eloquent and all of this shit and all. See, this is what I hated about that shit. Especially when he came out with that shit, the black or the berry. But then he tell the whiteys, I'm a proud monkey. I'm a proud monkey. Motherfucker, how are you a proud monkey, nigga? How are you a monkey? But see, people didn't catch that shit. You know what I'm saying? In the black or the berry. You know what I'm saying? And that whole the pimp or butterfly. You talking about this MK Ultra shit. You can't pimp that MK Ultra shit, Kendrick. That's why you on the stage. That's why you on the stage covered in blood. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm talking about a previous performance that he did, I believe, at the American Music Awards or some shit. You know, but they want you to look at that. Are white people going to get uncomfortable? Yeah. White people was getting uncomfortable with fuck the police. Did they put that shit out? Yep. When Ice-T came out with that group Body Count and with Cop Killer and shit. Oh, was people a little uncomfortable? No, but yeah, they were. But they let that shit come out. Now look at Ice-T. Ice loves Coco. You understand what I'm saying? He's on fucking, what's that shit? Not Criminal Minds, but that other shit. He another cop. He's supposed to be this tough, fucking West Coast gangster rapper and all of this shit. Like I said, the time will tell. And follow the fucking money. Follow the money. This is the main means that they use. See, because a lot of motherfuckers, and shout out to my brethren, Hey Dale Supreme, and shout out to my brethren Dragon and all the brothers from the ORS. For those that don't know, the ORS is the Order of the Royal Serpent. And of course, we dealing with that divine, that serpent energy, that Kundalini energy, know what I mean? That's what that serpent's about. None of that evil shit. You know how we had, in Kemet, that third eye represented by that Wajet. Know what I mean? So, we doing our thing. But what was I talking about, man? I kind of got a little sidetracked, just shouting out the homies. Oh, my brethren, Adele Supreme, he made a statement, and he was telling me, he was like, a lot of these people, I think, he said, are you conscious, quote unquote, because you broke? Because you ain't got no money? Because it seemed like as soon as somebody starts throwing some motherfucking money around, you understand what I'm saying? A lot of these so-called conscious motherfuckers or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You start tap dancing for the money. You understand what I'm saying? So, we all use the fucking money at this fucking particular juncture. But we got to get rid of that. You're not going to buy your motherfucking self out of motherfucking slavery. You better go look at Black Wall Street and look at, it's a lot of towns and shit that had that money. And we were doing all of this economics, black economics, our own shops and all of this shit. See, people forget, we did do that shit. It ain't that we ain't never did that shit. But guess what? Whitey shut it down. And then he said, guess what? In order to really have a bunch of shit, you got to be a part of this Sigma Alpha cracker. You understand what I'm saying? Well, you got to be on this. That's why when they rerunning all of this different world and all of this shit on TV, and you seeing all of this boule shit, all of these fraternities. You know what I'm saying? These are the doorways. But when we separate ourselves, you say, I'm going to deal with my family. And with my, it starts with our community. And it comes with a change in your mindset. But if somebody can throw some money at you, that's why they don't want to get no nigga. Hey, a nigga like me, shit, don't let me fucking do some shit, get $50 million, please. But even if you get that kind of money, what can you do with it? They keeping tabs on that. They taking 50 cent money now. You thought that nigga was balling and shit with that vitamin water. How is this nigga filing for bankruptcy? Now the judge just told his ass, yeah, nigga, you flossing, you showing this money and shit, you need to go back to court. Talking about you can't pay these crackers. You understand what I'm saying? That's another thing. They take the wealth from these entertainers. These entertainers can't do with whatever the fuck they want with their money. Know what I mean? So we cannot depend on money, thinking that if you have money. Look at Billy the Cosplay. Billy the Cosman. He had money. They on his ass. He done pissed somebody off, or his time is up right about now. You understand what I'm saying? They got to destroy that image, that false image of who he is or who he purported to be. Oh, and it's just hurting black people because we love the Cosby Show. You understand what I'm saying? But we didn't see the problems with the fucking Cosby Show. You know what I mean? So, I mean, there's a lot of things. It's more intricate than people think, man. You know what I mean? But, again, follow that money. Motherfucker flossing and all of this shit. Motherfuckers yelling at you. You didn't give them enough money. Nigga, you get your own money to do some shit, nigga. If it's like that, money. I get so fucking tired of hearing about fucking money. That's all that the fucking rappers talk about is fucking money and how I got this and how I got that. And it's been that way for years now. You understand what I'm saying? These so-called conscious motherfuckers is talking the same shit. You gonna build a school, but you bigging up fucking Catholic priests and shit. Get the fuck out of here. You know.
Ain't nothing but a slave.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's all about the money nowadays. That's what everybody bigging up. You know what I'm saying? The new thing is you're a conscious capitalist. You know what I mean? You got to be a conscious capitalist. We got to get this money because that's the only way we're going to get out is to buy ourselves some freedom.
Exactly. Till that loophole come in. You know, why he don't want you to be free? He not gonna let you be free. You gotta take your freedom. Period. Know what I mean? Even if you gotta suffer, man. Even if you gotta have less. Know what I mean? Cause people like Polite and a lot of these other motherfuckers, they living it up. Where you getting all of this money from?
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean? Ice Cube, you living it up, man. You used to be death certificate, man. God damn, you used to be the fucking predator. You know what I'm saying? You in the new barbershop. Know what I mean? You finna be in fucking, you know, you made that bullshit Friday 2, 3 and all that other bullshit. You know what I mean? The only one that was half a worth of shit was the first one. And that had some bullshit in it.
I heard another one coming. They got another
exactly
coming up.
Wow.
Yeah. They're bringing everybody back. Chris Tucker is supposed to have what's his name? Money Mike in there. Goddamn Mike Epps. What's the Cat Williams? That's all I was going to say. Cat Williams. I call him Money Mike. And going to have Tiny Lister in there. Debo's supposed to be in it too.
Wow.
They need that money, man. Hollywood not getting paid, man. They need some box office hits. They need some people. Look, man, let's see how niggas gonna hit with this. We'll put all of them together. Get it made.
You know, we just be happy to see each other on TV. A lot of time, like I said, that be the bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
But he paid though. Or here's the term: you a hater.
Yep.
You just hate.
That's it.
You just hating. It's like
when I know you with some bullshit. When you call me a hater because I critique what the fuck going on, analyze it, then I know you with the bullshit, man. That's a throw-off word.
Exactly. But I wanted to shout out everybody, man, and I want to tell everybody, you know, check me out if you want to hit me up. King Lo the Rastar at yahoo.com. or kinglotherastar@gmail.com. Check out my YouTube, Rastar Multimedia. My queen also got me on her page, the Dreaded Lioness page. I done had a few different pages over the years. I done learned a few little things on how to get around certain Babylon shit, you know, on YouTube and shit, you know. Your boy Tariq tried to threaten me with some fucking bullshit the last time I exposed his ass, but I still do what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Check out that Snake Tannic versus mixtape. Matter of fact, all of my mixtapes.
Yeah, I'm going to play
the
track right now before you get out of here. I'm going to play the track for the family.
Bless.
All right. So, hold on 1 second, though. But go ahead, finish giving the people the information where they can check that out at.
Yeah, datpiff.com, DATPIFF.com, or just email me. I'll send you my music. Any, like I said, any of the work that I put out, man, they're for free distribution. I don't expect anything from it. I let the universe come pay me. If somebody want to give a donation or whatever, you can email me. I'll give you the information for that. But whether I don't need shit to do what the fuck I do. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it because it's the right thing to do. Now I'm healthy, and you know what I'm saying. I'm not living in squalor or anything like that, because that's another thing. People, oh yeah, you just a broke ass nigga. You just, you know how we do with each other. You understand what I'm saying? But no, I'm just here to say that, I'm not here for that. You know what I'm saying? And a motherfucker cannot pay me to do wrong. Or pay me to shut me up. I'm gonna say the right thing. It's gonna come from my heart. It's not because I want to hate on somebody or I don't love somebody. I love all people that's righteous. And if you full of shit, if you wicked. And if you fleecing the people, like so many of these teachers are, then, hey, you fleecing the people. And I'm putting it out there right now for all of these motherfuckers that's associating themselves, including these so-called elders and all of that. You better go and do your research. And then watch who the fuck you associate with, because you co-signing. And if somebody can just pay you, then what is it worth? Know what I mean? But check out the music, check out the teachings. Know what I mean? You can hit me on Twitter, hit me on Facebook. My name is Lokim Sawan, L-O-K-H-E-M. And then last name Sawan, S-A-W-A-N on Facebook. Know what I mean? But, I'm here, and I'm here to serve. I'm here to serve, that divine energy, man. And, that's all that there is to it. But I appreciate the support. Know what I mean? And I appreciate those that don't support me, because they ain't worth a shit anyway. And when I mean support, I ain't talking about, like I said, monetary support. Know what I mean? I'm talking about just in general. If your spirit resonates with what I do or what I say, then I'm happy. That's where I get my joy in doing good. Not for no self-aggrandizement and because I want to be famous. Fuck being famous, man. I want my people to be free. I want this whole earth to be free. I want people to recognize their divine potential, that they are the sons and daughters of Ra, and that we're not supposed to be taking no shorts from no fucking cave monkey. Real fucking talk. However educated that cave monkey might be. Because them chimps and shit, you ever see some chimps and shit on TV? They be doing some interesting shit like, goddamn, that monkey could do some shit. You know what I mean? But a devil is a devil. You understand what I'm saying? A monkey is still a monkey. You know what I mean? And then just like and them chimps, this is what be happening with some of them chimps. Sometimes them chimps, they might know how to do tricks and shit. Next thing you know, they done rip their owner's balls off because they animal at the end of the day. Know what I mean? And that's the same thing about these crackers. They not going to show you their true face. Sometimes, you might deal with a cracker day in and day out for a little while. But one day, they let you know they white in this motherfucker. Know what I mean? As long as they people got some shit under control, they'll be somewhat civilized on the surface. You understand what I'm saying? But they always gonna manifest. And that's why it's best not to even deal with them when you ain't got to. Know what I mean? So it ain't about motherfucking hate. It's about truth. It's about truth, and it's about love. Know what I mean? I'm not trying to, when I'm talking about these homes, I wish that these motherfuckers would stop being pedophiles. I wish that when we see these women walking around as dykes, the whole energy, they look stupid. You look fucking ridiculous. When these men are walking around switching with these weaves in their hair, doing these extras, you know, because they always got to put all this extra shit. We know that looks foolish, that it's ridiculous. So let's not motherfucking say that it's cool, that it's okay. It's not. They need help. And if they don't want to get help or whatever, then they need to be banished from our community. I'm sorry. Know what I mean?
Black Power.
I'm sorry.
Black Power. Ain't nothing to be sorry about. Fuck them. Because if not, they're going to be molesting the babies. So you got to get the fuck up out the way.
Exactly. Let them try again in the fucking next life and shit. I heard that.
Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. Well, hold on one second, fam. We're going to play this King Low track real quick for the family, real fast.
Nikki on the track.
Yeah, I might have to go the whole 12 rounds, but I'm trying to knock that motherfucker out the first motherfucking round, baby. Believe that. I ain't coming to motherfucking dance and shit. Believe that. But yeah, most deaf, I want y'all to check out the music. I got some more music videos that's going to be coming out. This is going to be the year of the Rastar. Most deaf. Know what I mean? Just be looking for it because I'm going to be coming in a whole lot of different ways, you know, with the teachings. with the music, but best believe I'm taking care of that home front. Now, I mean, Compton Squadron in full effect. Just be ready for that unadulterated shit. You know, I'm kicking ass and fucking taking names, baby. I mean, that's the fucking business. Because there's too many motherfuckers. I've always wanted to always be able to say whatever I wanted to say, make whatever music that I want to make, know what I mean, and just live life to the fullest and complete my mission, you know. So I just thank everybody for the support. I appreciate just having this venue to express myself, you know what I mean? But I just want all of my people, all the divine beings to live your life. Family is always first, you know what I mean? Your family. You know what I mean? I'm talking about your children. I'm not talking about the people you can't control. You know what I mean? But we need to start having some fucking babies and shit. You know what I mean? That's what we need to do. We need to be focused on that. A lot of these women, you want to do all your career, do all of this shit. Your eggs is drying up. I've been seeing a lot of that. You know what I mean? But King Lo the Rastar in full effect. Thanks you once again, you know what I mean? Just hit me up. I'm running this shit out here, you know what I mean? I'm the realest nigga out here in that CPT. Believe that.
Yeah, listen, man, we thank you for coming in, and we got a West Coast F.O.G. refugee camp out there. We got a couple of the brothers who out there on the West Coast, and you know they putting together the best media out there. You know what I'm saying? BES, best, and it is the best, and they putting that together.
That's right.
You know, sooner or later, I mean, you know, you and the family more than likely can hook up together, you know, to put together some work. You know, the family's out there doing the media thing also. So, you know, it's always good to link, you know, the real together.
Bless, we winning. The gods and goddesses is winning, you know what I mean? The mortals, the regular mortals, they losing. And we know as black people, hey, we been the immortals. You know what I mean? We been the immortal ones. You know what I mean? It's just about sitting on that throne. You know what I mean? And ruling that throne. Real talk. But I ain't taking no shorts, man. And we killing these devils, these Uncle Toms. You know what I mean? We bringing that energy. You know what I mean? ORS in full effect. Booyaka Shan. King Lo the Rastar. Get at me. I love all divine people. Fire upon the devil every time, baby.
All right, Black Power, Black Power. We're going to make sure we get that information across to y'all, too, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that you stay tuned in. We thank the brother King Lo for coming out. Y'all check us out this Think Tank Thursday coming up at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. on the west side, the best side, line up in between. And with that being said, you know we like to close out the same way we come in. But again, we want to thank Brother King Lo for coming through, you know what I'm saying, and dropping that real CPT, you know what I'm saying, science on us tonight. You know, straight out of Compton, you know, the Raw Files, hosted by Feet on the Ground. So with that being said, we're going to close out like we come in with a praise and eternal glory to God. We're going to live the spirit of Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. Praise Harriet Tubman. Glory to Ida B. Wells. Long live the spirit of Sister Fannie Lou Hamer. BB48.
Cracking in the drum.
House number 2.